Okay, let's continue with the last class for today will be mathematics. Okay, let's just focus on so sorry for that. Okay, so today we're gonna continue down with our year 4 mathematics in area. Okay, yesterday we focused on the area. Okay, the area that we focus is basically square and rectangle. So today we're gonna focus two parts of the area. One is triangle and the other one is odd shapes. Okay, so today we're gonna focus on area for triangle and odd shapes. Okay, first of all, let me share with you a video on how to calculate triangle. Pretty much yesterday I did give you a quick preview already. Okay. Okay. So triangle, basically the most important part you have to know that which are the numbers that you want to focus at. It's like, okay, all this triangle I know is half, okay, because it's half of a rectangle. But is it half times 12 times 5, or is it half times 12 times 13, or is it half times 13 and 5? So how you do is that the triangle, hold on. Okay, let me pull up my annotate first. Okay. So how do you know all this? It's first of all, you must make sure that it's a right angle triangle, which means it's an L shape. When it's L shape, this is the two that you times together. Okay. So you see here, here is not exactly an L shape, it's like a half V shape. Here it's a super V shape. This is a super V shape. No L shape, how? Teacher should say only L shape. What should you do? So what you do is that you create your own line here. Now this one, it's an L shape. Okay, so you take this to number. Okay, so you get now is 5 times 12, 60. 60 divided by 2 is 30. This one, you see 9 times 3, 27. 27 divided by 2, you get 13.5. So now you see this L shape. Right, you see that straight line here. So you take 14 times 5. So you get 70 divided by half. So it's 35. This one is the 8. Cannot. Can I draw a straight line here? Cannot because it's too short. It doesn't reach the top. So you need to draw the line here. So you take, and now you see here is an L shape. So you take this with this. All right. So let me clear everything and let's watch the video. Which are the two numbers you times together to get the triangle area?
Teacher, I can't hear.
Oh.
Divided by 2. And that's going to give us top of your screen or flat shape takes up. And remember, area is the amount of space a two-dimensional or flat shape takes up. Our formula for finding area of triangles is at the top of your screen. BH divided by 2, and that means base times the height divided by 2. And that's going to give us the area of the triangles on your screen, or any triangle that you are finding the area of. So like I just mentioned, you have some problems on your screen, and you have 4 of them that we are going to work through together. So let's hop right in to number 1. So for number 1 here, the first thing we want to do is write out our formula for the area of a triangle. So area equals base times height divided by 2. Now, whenever you have 2 letters right next to each other in a math problem or in an algebra problem, that means multiplication. Okay, again, 2 letters right next to each other, that means B times H, base times height. So now, under our formula, we're going to plug in our base and height. So our base of 5 inches down here, this is the base of our triangle. So 5 times the height, right? That 12 inches. So I plug in the 12, and we divide that by 2. And I'll tell you why at the end of this problem, why we divide by 2. So now it's time to solve. So we know 5 times 12 is 60. And now we need to do 60 divided by 2 to get to our answer. And notice we have 60 divided by 2 written as a fraction there. That's fine. A fraction is division. So that just means 60 divided by 2, which gets us to 30. Now we need to put our unit of measure, which is inches. And we put a 2 up here, and we read that as area equals 30 square inches. And we make that a square unit because there are square inches that cover that triangle to show how much space that figure takes up. So area equals 30 square inches. Now let's go back to why we divide by 2. So we have a triangle here. I'm going to draw some imaginary lines to make this a rectangle slash parallelogram. So in order to find the area of that parallelogram or rectangle, we would do 5 times 12, the base times the height, or length times width. And that would get us 60. But this triangle is exactly half of that rectangle, or half of that parallelogram. So we divide by 2 to give us the area of the triangle, or half of that rectangle or parallelogram. So let's go to number 2 here. And we start by writing out our formula. Area equals base times height divided by 2. Now we plug in. Area equals base is 14 meters here, times the height of 5 meters. We do not need the 10 or the 7. And then we need to divide by 2.
So you remember, it's always the height and the base. The height and the base.
So area equals, well, 14 times 5 is 70. And we need to divide 70 by 2 to get our area. So area equals 35 meters squared. And again, we use square units because there are 35 square meters, 1 by 1 meter squares that cover that triangle or fill that area or space. So for number 3, let's start by writing out our formula. It's always good habit just to start by writing out the formula. So we have area equals base times height divided by 2. Now, hopefully we know that we plug in next. So base right here, the base of the triangle, is 9 times the height. How tall is that triangle? 3 feet. And we divide that by 2. So we get 9 times 3 is 27 divided by 2. So our area, and this one's actually going to give us a decimal, 13.5 or 13 5/10 square feet. And lastly, number 4 here. So we start with the formula. Area equals base times height divided by 2. Now we need to plug in. So our base down here is 5 yards. And we multiply it by our height. Now our height is outside the triangle because we need to see how tall it is. That's fine. Due to the shape of the triangle, we have that measurement outside, but it still is the height. So 5 yards times 6 yards, and we divide that by 2. So we get area equals 30 divided by 2, and area equals 15 square yards. So there you have it. That's how you calculate the area of a triangle. Base times height divided by 2. Hopefully that helped out. Thanks so much for watching. Until next time, peace.
Okay, you understand all this? Okay, if you understand, let's try to do this.
Yes.
The simpler one first. Okay, this will be your homework. Okay, I'm pasting in your Google Classroom as well as in the chat. Okay, let's try to do a simple one. Base times height. So 5 times 2, you know it's a square, but this is a triangle, so it's half of it. So it's 5 times 2, 10. 10 divided by 2, so the answer is 5. Okay? Okay, now this is the challenging one. Okay, this one, base times height. What times what? Can anyone tell me what times what? What times what for this? Is it 17? Is it 8? Is it 10? Is it 21? Please type in the chat. What times what? Type in the chat. 17, 8, 10, 21. What is the base? Which is the base number? Type in the chat. The base number is it 17? Very good. So the base is 21. The height is 8. So 21 by 8. Okay, let's do it together. 21 by 8. So that's a base times height. So 1, 8, 8, 8, 2, 16. Okay, but this is a triangle, it's not a square. So you need to take this number, divide it by 2. 8, 2, 16. So here balance 8, 4, 2, 8. Okay, 84. Any of you which is not familiar with times and divide yet? All of you familiar or not familiar?
Divide. No.
Oh, okay, divide not so. Okay, times you're good in it, right? So divide, you have to say like, oh, let's just do it like this. Divide, let's say for example, oh, 1 can divide by 2, not cannot. So you have to see 16 divided by 2. 1, 2, 2, 3, 2, 6, 4, 2, 8, 5, 2, 10, 6, 2, 7, 6, 2, 12, 7, 2, 14, 8, 2, 16. That's how you do it. Then nothing, you leave it. Then now only you copy down the blank. 8, 4, 2, 8. That's how you do it. Okay? All right. Okay, Harold and Jensen, are you okay with multiplication and division or not? Okay, huh? Okay, this one, which is the base and which is the height? Please type in the chat. Very good, that's the base, that's the height. Very good. So you need to do 5 times 14. So 5, 4, 20. 2, 1, 5, 5. Plus 2, 5, 6, 7. So 70. 70, it's half. So you need to divide it by 2. So you just look at 7. 1, 2, 2, 3, 2, 6, 4, 2, 8. Oh, cannot. 4 is too much. So I need to put back 3. So 3, 2, 6. Oh, 7 minus 6, you get 1. Very good, Jensen. So 10. 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 4, 3, 2, 5, 3, 2, 6, 4, 2, 8, 5, 2, 10. That's right. So the answer is 35. Understand? Okay. Okay, now the same thing over here. This is easy. There's only one answer. So it's 10 by 4. We all know 10 by 4, 40. So 40 divided by 2. So 2, 2, 4. Nothing, 0. 0, 0. So the answer is 20. Got it? Okay? Okay. If okay, let's do it this way. Let's make this as Yuna. This one, Jensen. This one, Joanna. This one, Harold. Okay, go ahead. Okay, you may. Okay, what I need you to do is that please circle the 2 numbers. And then after that, you times, write down what is the answer. You divide it by 2. What is the answer? Okay, go ahead.
It's divided by 1.
Okay. So, very good. Harold, are you there?
Is it this one? This one. And then
Times first. Times first.
okay.
You remember you have to do like a square first times 6 times 5 first.
6 times 5, 30. Divide 2.
Okay, Yuna, can you write it on the screen? Harold, are you there?
Yes.
Can you please do it over here? Yes. Okay. Okay. Joanna. Okay. 1, 2, 2. Very good. Balance 10. 1 times 2, what do you get?
1, 2, I get 2.
That's right. So this is not 1. Try again.
Yes.
2 times 2, what do you get?
2 times
2 times 2, 4. Nope, too small, bigger. Okay, I'll suggest you to get your timetable together with you. You can refer to your timetable. Refer to your timetable. 拿你的乘法表啊，so 你可以拿着你的乘法表，试下做那个全部division 的练习。Okay, that will help you. Okay, so very good. Joanna, can you write here? That's 15.
All right.
Okay. Okay, so Harold. Okay, 24 divided by 2, what do you get?
square.
Okay, let me show you. 24. Oh, okay, I see it. So very good. Answer is 12. Okay, so if no problem, that's pretty much it for this part, all right? Let's go to the next exercise. What I want to do is how do you combine the compound shape? All right, how do you do the compound shape? All right, let me show you another video of compound. Harold here.
Nerf! It's the new Nerf Elite 2.0. You'll be ready for any mission. With the Commander Slam Fire action, or the Shockwave's high-capacity rotating drum. The new Nerf Elite 2.0. Each sold separately. Eyewear and batteries not included.
We can think of partitioning a figure into. We can use the knowledge that we have gained to calculate areas of irregular figures. We can think of partitioning that we have gained to calculate areas of irregular figures. We can think of partitioning a figure into some recognizable figures, calculating their areas separately, and then adding or subtracting the parts to make the figure we desire. Review the formulas for area that we have discussed, and then let's look at some examples involving area. In this section, we will assume that figures that appear to have square corners, that is, right angles, do, and that sides that appear parallel are. In other words,
Sorry, not this one.
Hello, we're going to calculate the area and perimeter of compound shapes made with rectangles. To begin with question A, we're going to look at two different ways of doing this. We can work out the area of this rectangle, which is 5 centimeters by 2 centimeters, which would be 5 times 2, 10 centimeters squared. And this rectangle, which is 3 by 2, so 3 by 2 is 6. So in total, we have 16 centimeters squared. Another way to see this rectangle is not as two rectangles put together, but as the difference of two rectangles. So we have a bigger rectangle here with a base again of 5, but now a height of 4 centimeters. So the area of a big rectangle would be 4 centimeters times 5 centimeters, 20 centimeters squared. Take away the area of this square in the corner, which is 2 by 2, which is take away the 4 centimeters squared. So in total, 16 centimeters squared.
Okay, so you see here. Okay, basically you see here. Okay, so here it's like, hey, I can't take the entire thing because here there's a hole. So there's two methods to do that. One is you take the entire thing and minus of this empty one. Okay, there's two methods. Okay, one method is minus the empty hole. Okay, or the other one is add the two rectangle. Okay, so like for example over here, the first rectangle is over here. You see that? So it's 4 by 2. So the first one is 4 by 2. You know it's 8. And the second one here is 3 by 2. 3 by 2, you know it's 6. So just add it up because all in total. So 8 plus 6, you get 14 square. Okay, 14 square centimeters. Or you can do another way around, which is a minus, which means here, you know, it's 5 by 4. 5 by 4, it's 20. But the whole, it's 2 by 2. So it's 4. So 20 minus 4, you get 16. Okay. Oh, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 5, 4. Here is 2 by 2. So it's 16, correct. Here, what did I do wrong? Here it's 4. Sorry, here. This is 3 by 2. This is 5 by 2. Sorry. I made an error here. It's 5 by 2. So 5 by 2, it's 10. 10 plus 6, so it's 16. So either way, you can use the addition way or subtraction way. Both, it's correct. Understand? Okay. So same thing. Let's see how to do B and C as well.
You get the same answer both ways. For question B, I'll use a similar approach. We have two rectangles, rectangle A and rectangle B. Rectangle A can be found as 2 centimeters times 4 centimeters, which is 8 centimeters squared. Rectangle B, which is 2 by 3, which is 6 centimeters squared. So in total, add them together, we have 14 centimeters squared. Another way of doing question B could be as the difference of two rectangles. We could do 4 centimeters by 4 centimeters for the square, the bigger square. Take away the 2 centimeters squared here. So we have 16 centimeters squared. Take away the 2 centimeters squared. Again, we have 14 centimeters squared. For question C, we'll look at it as two rectangles again. The problem now is we know that this length is 6 and we know that this length is 4, but we haven't been given this length. But we know that it must be 2 because the 2 add the 4 would make 6. So this rectangle would be the 2 times 2, 4 centimeters squared, plus this rectangle, which is 6 by 4, 24 centimeters squared. So in total, 28 centimeters squared. Again, we can see it as the difference of two rectangles. So we have the biggest rectangle, which in this case is a square of 6 by 6. Take away the rectangle in the corner, which we know is 2 by 4, because this is 2 and this is 6, so this must be 4, which is 8 centimeters squared. So we have 36 centimeters squared minus the 8 centimeters squared, which again is 28 centimeters squared. Thank you for watching. I hope you found that useful, and check out mrmathematics.com for the full lesson and worksheet.
Okay. Let's do practice in action. Okay, let's do it in action right now. Okay, let's say this one. All right, so now you see here, okay, you can cut this way, you can cut this way, both up to you. Let's simply say that I am doing it this way. Okay, so here, you know, it's 3 by 6 know it's 18. So inside here, it's 18. While here, it's 3 by 5. So that's 15. So it's 15. So all in all, the total area is 8 plus 5, 13. So I add 1 on top. 1, 2, 3. So it's 33 square centimeter. Understand? All right. Am I going fast or am I going slow? Can catch? Okay, can catch. I'll continue down, all right? Okay, next. Over here. Now I know here is 8 by 2. 8 by 2, it's 16. Now here, that's the question. Oh, how do I know? This is 2 by what? It didn't say. So you know here it's 2, here is 2, here is 2, here is 2, 2, 2. So you know this line is actually 6. So you want to find this is 6 by 2. Very good. You get 12. So the total area is 12 plus 16, 6 plus 2, 8, 1 plus 1, 2. Are you understand me? Are you understanding what I'm saying? Got it?
Yes.
Cool. Is it considered pretty easy for you guys?
Yes.
Oh, that's cool. All right, then I'll move faster then. All right, so over here, let's just cut it down as usual. Okay, can all of you try? No. Try again. This one, we know is 7 by 5. I'm going to write for you 35. Can anyone tell me what is the area here? Whoever that knows the answer, please write down the answer on the screen. How much is that? The base and the length. How do you get 28? 20? No.
Okay.
20? Okay, 20 is 4 by 5. It's only until here. Here's 20. But I want all the way until here. So try again. Fantastic. So it's 4 by here. This whole line is 10. 4 times 10 is 40. So all in all, the total area is 75. Make sure, remember, it's not cm this time. It's square meters. Any question at all?
No.
Okay, so if no problem, the rest, I'll make it as your homework. Okay, all this is already sent to your Google Classroom as well. All right, hope you learned something new today. That's all for today's class. That's all. Bye-bye. See you tomorrow for your public speaking class. See you.